Church family, we are so glad that you are joining us through this video. We obviously wish we could do all this in person, but with the craziness going on in our world right now, it's not a possibility. And so what we're doing is we are trying to recreate the best we can kind of our own congregational meeting. And so I have with me a few of my friends, many of them you already know. We have Lee Hawthorne, who is our current Discipleship and Connections Director. We also have Ben Albritton, who is representing our Eldership with us in this video. And then we have the big important person that we want to introduce you to, and his wife, which is Casey, Cockerham, and Ashley. And they're incredible people. I can't wait. In a few minutes, you're going to get a chance to hear from them and even get a chance to see their kiddos and hopefully get a little bit of a feel of just how great they really are. If you're wondering, wait a minute, what's going on with Lee? Maybe you missed that video that she put out a couple weeks ago. Lee came into my office about a year ago now and let me know that she was going to need to step down as our Discipleship and Connections Director. That was not something that I know I didn't want to hear, and I know it's something that Lee didn't want to have to ever say. But due to the fact that Lee has had chronic neck pain for literally her whole life, but in the recent years it has gotten worse, and she's realized that it's time for her to rest and to step down. And so we wanted to do our best to be able to help Lee in that and make sure that we were respecting her and her wishes and her health. And so we began to search for the next Discipleship and Connections Director. And to be honest with you, at first it was a pretty slow process. We kind of found ourselves running into a lot of dead ends, and we weren't finding anyone that we really felt like this is the one. And so we continued to pray. We didn't want to just settle. We prayed and prayed and prayed. And then about the end of last year is when we started getting a few candidates that we were really excited about. We continued this process of interviewing, some of them multiple interviews, and then that's where Casey kind of rose up above the rest. And man, we got really excited because the more we interviewed with Casey, the more we realized just how great of a fit he would be here at First Christian and with our staff, with you guys as our church family. And so Casey has already interviewed with me personally, with our staff, with our eldership, and he and his family have actually already traveled to Wauchula. Most of this was all done online, but they did come and visit Wauchula as well, and they fell in love with it already. They love the church, what they know of it, what they saw of it. They loved the community, what they saw of it, and their kids like it as well. So we're really excited about this possibly happening. And what we're asking you to do is to listen to the rest of this video and to be prayerful in your consideration of voting for them and voting for Casey to be our next Discipleship and Connections Director. And so I'm going to turn this over to some of the others that are here so you can hear from them and obviously let you hear from Casey and Ashley as well. So I'll turn it over to you, Lee, first. Take it away.
Hey, church, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your love, for your kindness, and for the opportunity to serve you over the last number of years. As much as I hate leaving FCC as your Discipleship and Connections Director, I'm so excited about Casey and his family and the opportunity that we have with them to be a part of FCC's team. He's such a wonderful fit, and we know and hope that you're going to love them just as much as we do here. Church, this is an answer to prayer. We've been in prayer about this a long, long time. I've been in prayer, our staff's been in prayer, our elders have been in prayer, and we feel like God's really answered our prayers by bringing this family to FCC. So we hope you'll join us in this decision to get them here.
Thank you so much, Lee. And the next person we want to ask to share is Ben. Many of you know Ben, but just in case you don't, Ben is one of our elders of our church, and they have been doing exactly what Lee said, praying so much for this decision. And so Ben wants to share just a little bit from the elders' perspective on all this. So Ben, go ahead.
Well, first of all, Darren, thanks. Appreciate the opportunity to say a couple of things today on behalf of the elders. The first thing we want to start with is we want to say thank you, Lee. You've done a fantastic job here at First Christian. Our family loves you. We love you. And we know for sure that when this opportunity came up to have this position, God had placed you right there in our church family for you to do this. And we appreciate you taking the calling, and we know, God has big plans for you. He will continue to bless you, and we just want you to know we love you and we're thankful for you. The second thing is, for anybody out there that may feel like, because of all this COVID stuff and the challenges with social distancing and all these things, if you feel like maybe we rushed through this, Darren touched on, but I want to make a very important point about our elders. Number one, your elders, our board of elders, we're seekers. We seek God's wisdom. We seek His will. And we do that through prayer and through Scripture. We move methodically, right? We don't move in haste. We build consensus around decisions. Because of that, many times, not because we all think alike, but because we seek together, many times our decisions are unanimous. Our elders love you. We want you to know that we love you. And this is a big deal. This is very, very important for the future of our church. So I wanted to make a couple of points on behalf of the elders as it relates to Casey and his family, and hopefully this will give you some guidance, at least the way that we're thinking this through. Number one, Casey's very spiritually mature and he's well seasoned in ministry. Secondly, he's served in many different roles in other church families, so he's earned the ability to have unique perspectives, and that's going to be really important. He has a well-developed skill set for church growth in general. He understands the mission of the church. And then he has administrative skills, those he's earned as well in serving in those other roles in other churches. And lastly, Casey loves his family very, very deeply. They love each other very deeply. Because we love you, because we've grown to love Casey and his family, because we love the mission of this church, the church, we want to recommend to you that you would support hiring Casey to fill the role that Lee is currently filling. And just know that we're thankful to be able to serve you. We love you, church. And just please don't take this lightly. This is an important decision. This is how we're going to shape the future. And we would love, from the elders' perspective, we'd love for Casey and his family to be a part of that. We love you guys.
Thank you so much, Ben, for sharing that with us. And obviously, y'all know I'm also one of the elders, but I'm in 100% agreement with everything he just said. Casey and Ashley and their family are incredible people. We've worked really hard. We've prayed really hard for this. And, he does come with a ton of experience. He has an incredible wife in Ashley. You guys are going to love her. You're going to get to meet their kids here in just a second as well. 4 amazing kids. Literally, the only downfall is that he is a Kentucky basketball fan, and it's hard for me, church. I'm going to be honest with you. I have prayed about this. My first thought was, is he even saved? And then I realized, I guess you can still be saved and be a Kentucky basketball fan, but I mean, it's close. So other than that, this guy's awesome, and you guys are going to love him. If you ever get a chance to meet him, we're hoping this vote's going to be a yes, and that he's going to be a part of our church family, because he brings, again, so much to the table. And so I just kind of wanted to kind of turn things over to them for a minute so you'd have a chance to hear from them. I know this is going to be a limited amount of time, but this is really the best we could do for right now with what's going on. So Casey, I'll turn it over to you and Ashley, and maybe have your kiddos jump in the picture here and give us a chance to meet them, at least let them say hey and give us their names. That would be awesome. So you guys, if you would, just let them know your name and your age, and so they can at least kind of put a name and face together.
My name's Thomas, and I'm 16 years old.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm 14. My name's Leah, and I'm 12 years old. My name's Ben, and I'm also 12 years old.
Perfect. So in case they had trouble hearing that, I don't know, but Thomas is the tall one on the end there with his head kind of out of the picture because he's super tall, which, little known fact, church, Casey is actually 6'5", so he's a tall dude as well. And then Emily is right there next to Thomas, and then Leah, and then Ben. So they're great kids, and you guys have been to Wauchula already, and you love Wauchula, right?
Yeah.
We haven't been practicing that, church, I promise. It's all first time, first take. Well, thank you guys for joining us for a few minutes. I know this isn't their favorite thing for these kiddos, so you guys don't have to keep standing there. You guys can go do whatever you wanted to do. Yeah. But Casey, I did want to give you an opportunity, and Ashley as well, just to share anything from your heart to the church, so they have a chance to kind of hear from you. It would be great.
Hello, FCC Wauchula. We're excited to be able to talk to you via video. We look forward to hopefully getting to meet you face to face. We've had a great time so far in the interview process, talking to Darren and being able to come there in person and see the city and meet the staff and the elders and their wives. You guys just seem like awesome people, and the staff has all told us how great of a church you are, how loving and caring you are, and how you take care of your church staff, and that's how it should be. Unfortunately, it's not always like that, but we're excited to meet you, excited to be with you. I'm so excited about this position. God has really given me a passion for discipleship in particular. Several years ago, when I was preaching through a series, God really laid discipleship on my heart, and as I began looking at the landscape of different churches and just the church at large, kind of the capital C church, and thinking about discipleship, it struck me that we don't always do a good job at making disciples the way the Bible explains that we're supposed to. So I've had some experience and some education opportunities to learn how to make disciples who in turn make disciples. And I would love to come and do that at your church. I love to connect people to the body of the church, to help people get assimilated into going from first-time visitor into feeling like family. So I just felt like this position is made for my personality and my experience, and we would love to join you in that. I want to give you an opportunity to hear from my wife, Ashley, also, so give her a chance to take it away.
Hi, guys. Really excited about this opportunity. Just a little bit of time that we have gotten to spend with the staff and the elders and their families and our children. Even our children have started to say that they feel like family. And we know from what we've heard from your staff and elders that that's how the rest of the church feels as well. So we are just really excited to see what God's going to do in us through FCC, what God's going to do through us. And we just can't wait to get to know you all.
So guys, there's a whole bunch of information in a very, very short amount of time. We tried our best. Hopefully you've got a good feel about Casey and Ashley and their family. Obviously, all of the staff is for them. The elders are for them. They really are incredible people. And we just are going to ask you now to be in prayer and think about this, and we will have an opportunity to vote. The members of our church, those that are 18 years of age and older, will have an opportunity to vote on May the 17th. Right after the live service is over. There will be kind of a slide that'll come up on your screen. It'll let you know that there's going to be a 10-minute time frame for you to vote. And the way you'll do that, there's a few different ways that we're making available. One is to click on our app and click on where it says connect and then sign up. And there will be a form there that'll, at the title of the form will be D&C vote. You will click on that and you'll be able to vote yes or no and submit it. And we'll get it that way. Also, you'll be able to go to our website. There will be a link on our website you can click on. You can vote. It'll take you to that form. You can vote that way. Or if you feel like any of that is just too technical, you can just send an email to info@onefamilyoneFocus.com, and we will get it that way. Just simply respond with yes or no, and we'll get it the same way. We'll collect all those votes, and after that 10-minute period, we'll come back on the live service, and we will be announcing the results. And so that's how we're going to do this in this time, in this crazy time. We just ask you to participate, to be a part of it, and to share this video on whatever platforms you have so more people from our church can see it and hopefully get to know Casey and Ashley and their family a little bit better. We can't wait till we can all get back together in our church again. Hopefully that's going to be very, very soon. But as you can see, God is continuing to move and doing great things, even in spite of all the craziness that's going on in our world right now. So we love you guys, and we can't wait to be back together again. Thank you so much for watching this, and we'll hopefully see you guys really soon.